or whatever, secretaries, and I don't know. I've never seen Mad Men, but I'm sure it's like kind of that world. I would find exotic, but to me, like that just, we were always reading that stuff at Johns Hopkins, and I kind of fetishized it, but I didn't take it seriously. I was really interested in fabulism or magical realism, you could say, but that's to me the bulk of the world. That's the mainstream literature. So it didn't seem like particularly exotic or odd to me, and I knew even as a child that I would write about the Shahnameh at some point, because this was really in my blood. Any Iranian that you encounter knows this text. It's like you said, like the Iliad or the Odyssey, but also like the Old Testament. It's like just in everybody's blood. And so the moment I really related to a character, and I knew that one day I would write about it, and actually it's my first book that is more realist, though stylistically maybe more experimental. I don't find myself very close to that book, actually. This is the book I always wanted to write. The first book is about a father and son in the US and doing 9/11 and about their falling apart, but I don't really stand behind that book entirely. I was pressured a little bit to put that book out by my agent and by, I guess, editors. I don't know. It seemed like there was a good time for Iranian American fiction, and so I was 29, and I think that was a little bit young actually, and if I could do that book again I would. But this book feels right to me, but it doesn't even feel like, I think it's shocking to me that Americans don't want to read more fabulism or experimental literature, frankly. I'm incredibly disappointed by the taste of Americans in the mainstream. I really honestly want to say shame on you half the time. When I look at the bestseller list and what's taught at the MFA programs, it's appalling. You guys can do better. You can challenge yourself. You can be smarter. And unfortunately, a lot of it is aimed towards women. This idea of women's fiction. It's absolutely embarrassing, and I totally want nothing to do with it. I mean, I would set those bookstores on fire with those books if I could. I fucking hate them, and they're appalling to me. I mean, they're offensive to me. I'm an artist. I'm not afraid to say I'm an artist. That's another problem. Is writers are sometimes shy about saying they're artists. Well, fuck any writer that doesn't want to say they're an artist. Like, don't play this game, I don't know what you want to be, but, like, I care about art, and I don't know. So that's a sort of a long, crazy answer, but that's